Imagine this. You check your bank account, $47.13. You promise yourself, I'm going to save money this month. 2 weeks later, your balance somehow drops to $12.08, and you don't even remember what you bought. Saving your first $1,000 feels like trying to push a car uphill, in the rain with flat tires. But here's the weird part. Once people finally hit that first $1,000, saving $10,000 feels easier. Not easy, but easier. So what changed? Did they suddenly become smarter, more disciplined, financial geniuses? No, they just crossed an invisible line that changes how money works. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Most people think saving money is about willpower. Stop buying coffee. Cook at home. Don't order food. But if saving were just discipline, everyone would be rich. The truth, your first $1,000 is a psychological, mathematical, and lifestyle battle happening all at once. But once you break through, money starts behaving differently, like pushing a boulder past the top of a hill. Suddenly, it rolls on its own. Let's break down why. When you have almost no savings, every expense feels huge. A $300 repair? Disaster. A medical bill? Crisis. Friend's wedding? Credit card time. Because when your savings are near zero, life doesn't nudge you backward, it slams you backward. This is called financial gravity. The less money you have, the harder it is to keep money. You're constantly resetting to zero. So saving your first $1,000 isn't just about putting money aside. It's about surviving long enough to keep it. Every small emergency tries to erase your progress. It's like filling a bucket with holes in the bottom. Here's a cruel mental trick. Saving $50 feels pointless. Saving $100 feels slow. Saving $300 feels like nothing changed. Your lifestyle looks exactly the same. You don't feel richer. You don't feel safer. You don't feel successful. So your brain says, why am I suffering for something that doesn't improve my life? And you quit. But once you hit $1,000, something shifts. Your brain finally sees, oh, this is real. Progress becomes visible. Motivation stops leaking. You go from, this is pointless, to, I'm getting somewhere. Before $1,000, every unexpected expense sends you backwards. Car repair? Debt. Doctor's visit? Debt. Broken phone? Debt. You're climbing a staircase, and every problem kicks you back to the bottom. But after $1,000, emergencies become annoying, not life-destroying. You don't fall to zero. You step down one stair instead of tumbling down the entire building. That stability changes everything, because progress that doesn't get erased compounds. Money has momentum. At $0 saved, every dollar saved feels fragile. At $1,000, money starts stacking. At $5,000, growth becomes visible. At $10,000, your savings grow faster than your spending mistakes. You stop relying only on discipline and start benefiting from systems, automatic transfers, emergency buffers, spending awareness, fewer panic decisions. It's like switching from pushing a bicycle to riding one downhill. Same effort, different physics. This is the most powerful part. Before $1,000, you think, I'm bad with money. After $1,000, you think, I'm someone who saves. That identity shift changes behavior automatically. You hesitate before impulse buys. You compare prices. You think long-term. Because now saving money isn't something you're trying to do, it's someone you are, and identity is stronger than motivation. Here's where things get exciting. At $0 savings, interest is meaningless. At $10,000 savings, even basic investing starts generating real money. Your money begins earning money, which earns more money, which reduces how much effort you need to save. This is when wealth stops being about effort and starts being about leverage. The first $1,000 builds stability. The next $10,000 builds acceleration. So the reason your first $1,000 feels impossible is because you're fighting financial gravity, mental resistance, constant emergencies, lack of momentum, and a broke identity. But once you cross that invisible line, everything changes. Money stops slipping through your fingers, progress stops resetting, and saving stops feeling hopeless. The first $1,000 is the hardest because it transforms you from surviving to stabilizing. and from stabilizing to building wealth. So if you're still climbing toward that first milestone, keep going, because the moment you hit it, the game changes. And your next $10,000, it won't feel like climbing a mountain. It'll feel like finally walking downhill.